months. And Mr. Lane does have an arrest record, but sometimes the way you get an arrest record is by being wrongfully arrested over and over again when the police have some sort of an axe to grind or an attitude against you. Well, essentially, they came out to Mr. Lane's house the other day and arrested him. I'm going to start by letting you hear the telephone call we had with the police department about his complaint, and we were given some instructions on how to proceed with the complaint. Mr. Lane is in custody right now, so we can't talk to him, but this follow-up is a live event at this point. His girlfriend and fiancé is at the police station now, and she's about to walk in. You'll see her go in the station live using a policeabuse.com mobile streaming app, and when she enters the station, you can decide for yourself whether the police actually follow their policies. But I also want to take a moment to let her describe why they're complaining, what this issue is all about. She gives a brief account, which we posted to our website just the other day, that I will play before you see her live walking into the police station. So stand by. It will take me a moment to switch over. You'll start with hearing the police department response to my questions about how to proceed with the complaint. I should add that we didn't put the whole audio in because there's a segment at the beginning where you can hear the police department deliberately giving me information to disparage Mr. Lane and undermine his credibility with me. And my point is that they keep pointing out that he's been arrested several times. Well, I can arrest someone 20 times, and if every arrest that I made is bad, that shouldn't reflect on their credibility. So I have a lot of police departments do that with me to impugn the integrity of my clients. I don't allow that to have any effect on my professional approach to their investigation, and I won't allow it to happen in Mr. Lane's case either. So we'll start with hearing what the police have to say. I'll then move to Miss Alisha Morrison, Mr. Lane's fiancé, speaking about the events, and then we're going to move into a live telecast where she walks into a police station using her cell phone and broadcasting directly to policeabuse.com.
Daniel.
Hey, Captain Daniels. My name is Mr. Kamal, and I'm trying to get some information on the procedure for reporting a complaint through your agency. Can you give me kind of an outline what the process is?
We have a complaint packet they fill out and they bring it in, and if there's anything to report to them, we report back.
Okay. Is that something I can get on the internet or pick up at your station?
I don't know if it can be released or not. You'd have to talk with the chief on that.
What's that?
We don't internal affairs investigations.
No, actually, I'm asking you if it would be possible to make a report of a complaint. And do you have a complaint form? I'm not talking about the investigative file. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You'd have to come in here to get it. We don't have them online. Or perhaps the secretary can mail one to you.
Okay. Actually, I'll tell you what I can do. I can have a family member come down and pick up a package. Is it in at the front desk or somewhere they can get to easily?
Yes, sir. When you walk in the front door, to the left is the records clerk.
Mm-hmm.
And they can give you a packet there.
Okay, so what you just heard was what the sergeant or the commander told me about the process. My client's fiance is now at the police station, but just before she goes in, I'm going to play a bit of what they are complaining about and why they're trying to file a complaint with this
got some
agency.
information from my staff that Mr. Lane was arrested?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me what the circumstances were? What was he charged with?
They charged him with stalking and terrorism.
Stalking and terrorism. Directed against who?
The neighbor. He was outside playing with the remote control car with his son.
Uh-huh.
And they went across the street on the sidewalk, which is their public property anyway. And one of the cars stopped, so he bent down to fix it to see what was going on with it. And next thing I know, he came in the house and said that they came outside, recorded him on the phone, and they was going to call the police. And he said he didn't say anything to him. So as soon as he bent down to try to fix the remote control car, This man, the guy came out that lived there, recorded him, and his fiancé or wife, whoever she is, she called the police.
Are you
10
serious?
minutes later, yes, 10 minutes later, the police came, and they talked to the neighbor, and they came over there and they talked to us. Jerry asked the officer, was he being arrested? And she said no. So he's like, well, is it okay for me to go? Was it free for me to go? And she said yes. So he left. Next thing I know, 20 minutes later, she come back with another police officer and told him that he was being arrested because he wasn't listening to what she had to say.
Okay, that's part of the story. So now we're going to move to the client's girlfriend going in to get information about both bailing him out and reporting a complaint. They're in the parking lot now. And this is being recorded live using a cell phone with a policeabuse.com app running. She's at the front desk or the lobby of the police station.
I just need a form so I can fill it out so I can turn it back in. How many complaints forms do y'all have? Do y'all have internal affair report? I need one of those, and I need a citizen complaint form. I have a complaint to make. I can't tell you every, ma'am. Okay. Okay. I'll go to the city hall to see what forms they have over there. Can I have an internal affair report? Okay. No, I'm just gonna get the internal affair report for right now. Okay, let me ask you one more question. How many complaint forms do y'all have? Okay, so, yes ma'am. So any complaints dealing with the officer, you fill out an internal affair report? Okay, so y'all don't have nothing saying anything about a citizen complaint form? Direct, specifically a citizen complaint form, y'all don't have nothing like that? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I just need an internal. Yes, ma'am. Can I just have an internal affair report? Thank you.
Don't take this off, and then when you come back, you'll put the date right here when you get in, and then your name will go here, and then you'll pick up the phone and you'll tell them that you're here to turn this in, and then they'll put their name here and the date, and then they'll forward it over to them. This has to be turned in between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Okay.
But you can bring it anytime.
Okay, let me ask one more question. I filled out one of these before, and I never got any feedback from it. What's my next step?
I'll have to send a message over to Captain Daniel because I don't know. All we do is give this to you and take it back from you. We have nothing else to do with it here in communications.
Okay.
So I'll have to reach out to him. When did you turn it in?
Been months ago. I don't turned in like 5 of them, and I haven't got any feedback from neither one of them.
You turned one in this year?
I turned, yeah.
Okay. Pick the phone up on the wall.
Hello. Alisha Morrison. Yeah, 4 or 5. I have a copy of all of them that I turned in, but I never got any feedback from not one of them. Different.
Okay, while she's waiting, let me just update you. She's trying to file a complaint, and she's been denied several times. We are filming the encounter using a live webcast. And she's submitted as many as 4 complaints up to this point with no response so far. This one we're actually filming to document the failure of the police to follow through on their own process.
771-8493. Okay. No, ma'am.
Now keep in mind,
Yes.
she's been in the station almost 20 minutes now,
Back and forth.
waiting to get a
Yes,
complaint
she
filed,
is.
and this is not the way it should work.
Because I don't trust Baker Police Department. So that's why we have to video every time we come in contact with them. Okay. 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 Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. He says it's illegal to video her if she don't know that I'm videoing her. Move out the way.
And if you didn't hear that, the police don't want to be videotaped. So she's handing out the
Thank you.
information without letting her face be seen. Okay, I need to catch up with our client who's now leaving the station. The camera made it, I believe, a bit safer for her to report this complaint. And if you want to follow this case, you can go to our policeabuse.tv blog channel. Or you can go to our YouTube channel to follow this case on policeabuse.com.